further!
Take this!
Don't mind if I do!
Gemini Opera! Rip it!
Tempest Swirl!
Dragon Form!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! You're finished!
Spread!
You got fire!
I'm done! Let a marksman handle it! Leave the enemy's arts to me!
No place here!
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that.
And still as humble as ever. Looks like it could be worth something. Get lost!
Here I come!
Dance in the wind!
You're finished! I'm on
Not
his
in your
tongue!
dreams!
Hurricane!
Glacial Spear! I'm ready!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Swarm!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Mega Swarm! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. Must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
Get lost!
Hey, when did I get so popular? Take this!
Radiant Pierce!
You're mine!
Swallow dance! Water! Here I come!
Eagle Assault!
Spread!
Watch them! We got the advantage!
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on it!
Take this!
Spread!
You're finished! Here!
Flame of Fury!
Now! You're mine!
Strike!
It's over!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Eagle! Arch Shield!
Sonic Thrust!
Dragon Swarm!
It was nice.
Here!
Eagle Ride!
Here I
I'll
go!
tear you apart!
It's over!
Take this!
Now!
Ripple!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
No backing down!
This one's mine!
Take this!
Radiant Storm! Radiant
Can't get out of this!
Lightning Storm! Thunderblade! Glacial Spear! Pierce
This
Eagle!
one's all mine! Ignite!
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Swarm!
Radiant
Dragon Swarm! Mega Sonic Thrust!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
This is barely target practice. Then why bother fighting them? Because I certainly won't run away from a battle. Maybe something's going on.
Pow! Dragon Shout!
Radiant defeated!
Eagle!
Shadow! Let's do it!
Get rid of it! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Dragon Shout! I can carve through armor! Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
Here! I'm on a roll, man!
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat it!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the My fists are crushing it out there! An opponent like this should be easy.
Here's the evil!
This one's all mine! Dragon Swarm! Mega! You'll fit it!
I never miss!
Dragon Swarm! He's got flyers!
I've got
Dragon
this!
Swarm!
Let a marksman handle it! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Here I come!
Over so soon?
No choice!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Ignite!
Glimmer Strike!
Dragon Swarm!
Pieces!
Megasonic Thrust!
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Swarm!
In here!
They got me flanked! Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Shia,
Do it!
can you take care of them? Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again! No choice!
Coming
Here I
through!
come!
Get in the
You'll
way!
fit it!
Fury!
I know! Try hard at my turn!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Freeze Blade!
Megasonic Thrust!
Grind and rest!
Dragon
This is
Swarm! form!
Glacial Spear!
Here I come!
I'll stop and fall back to
Thanks, Kitara. Glad you have your uses.
This one's
I'll
mine!
show you how useful I can be!
Far enough!
First strike! Here I come! It's over! It's on!
That's enough!
Watch it! Not today!
Light axe lightning
Dragon
descent.
form!
Thunderblade.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Time.
Watch it try hard!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Hey, didn't we find a recipe that...
Yeah, we can use this for it.
We did a lot today, didn't we, Hootle?
That was nothing.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
I think it's time we go to sleep. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her.
Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city. So I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almeidrea. For now, let's wait at the end until he gives his victory speech.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed. They've apprehended an enemy leader. That said...
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?
These must be the Danans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadeye would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well... Is that...
Yes. It's Lord Almeidrea Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred! Stop or there'll be no turning back!
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
Just...
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last. I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why you lost?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. what I do best.
Law, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, you need to take her down.
Okay. Reload! Hear my call! Here's evil! Lightning condensed! Here, let me help!
It's over! I really owe you one.
I'm on it!
Here I go!
There! Go! It's over! Heal force! Lightning condensed! Thunderblade! Annihilation! Hear me!
Try harder!
Fury!
Not a chance!
Burning strike! Here, let me help! First aid! Heal force!
It's over!
Lightning condensed! Thunderblade! It's over!
I'll tear you apart! Dragon Swarm!
I'm all stopped up! Thunderblade! I never miss! It's wrong!
Here I go! Anything in armor is over! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
Here I come! This one's all mine! Ignite!
Dance in the wind!
In the groove!
Lightning!
You're mine!
Air thrust!
Dragon Swarm!
Hear me! Flame of
Get
fury!
Dragon Swarm! Can't get out of this!
Healing
Here I
circle!
come!
Dance in the
You're
wind!
finished!
Denied! Reload!
Take this! You're finished!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial
Dragon
spear!
Swarm!
Here's evil!
Not a chance! Strike!
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Swarm! I'll tear you apart!
Here, let me help!
Such a failure. Stay away from my friend! Dragon
I'll
Swarm!
bring you back from death to bit! Shining
You're mine!
Supernova! Raging Cascade! Hear me!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Thrust!
Glacial spear!
Dragon Swarm!
Here's evil!
What's this?
Here's the healing art! Raging Cascade! First aid!
It's time!
More precision!
Take this!
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Leave the chargers to me!
Dance in the wind! Freeze!
I'll tear you apart!
Sleep now!
I'll smash you!
Mega Ray!
Tail's a problem.
Then let's focus there first.
Here, let me help! Hey, then! Photon! Raging Cascade! Sleep now! I'll be saving this
You're
one!
mine!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
It's over!
Can't more where that came from! Here's the healing art! First aid! Astral Art! Lightning condensed!
Take this! It's pinned down! I'm on it! I'll tear you apart! You're mine! Blue escape!
Mega Ray!
Dragon
Thunder
Swarm!
Field!
Try harder! My turn! What's
Dance in the wind! Here's the
You're
healing art!
finished! These things have got your name on them! Far enough! Here I stand! Ready and ready! It's over!
Raging Cascade!
Armor won't sink! What's this? This one's all
Dance
mine!
in the wind! In here! Flame of
Not
fury!
today! Rolling snap! Shot!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
I'll heal you all! Photon!
Take this!
Lightning condensed!
I'm knocked up! Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do! Stay focused!
Not now!
Thank you!
Not ever!
Glacial spear! This one's mine! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Will this help? Healing circle! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Lightning orb! Radiant Cascade! In here! Here's the healing art! Raging Cascade!
It's over!
Rip it! Take this! Here I go! Dance in the wind! Radiant spear!
What's this?
Here's the healing art! First aid! Wind astral energy! More where that came from! Raging Cascade!
Dragon
Sleep
Swarm!
now! Freeze Lancer!
Pierce
I'll
through!
be saving this! Here's the healing art! First aid!
Here I come!
What's
this? Armor won't save
More
you!
where that came from! Fight!
Eat this! You're mine!
Dance in the wind!
Try harder! My turn!
Air thrust! Cover the capture!
I'm just getting it's too much! I'm on it! Take this!
Healing circle!
Crush!
I never miss!
That is... Try harder! Now! You're mine!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Ignite! Crumble!
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
I'm not done! Can't get out of this!
Take this! Supernova!
First strike!
Here's a healing
Megasonic thrust! Dragon swarm! Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
By the power
Here I come!
Supernova!
Dragon swarm!
Raging Cascade!
Megasonic thrust!
I'll
let you all down. You'll pay for that!
Let me help!
I'm not done! Here I come!
And there goes the tail!
Right, let's do this! Megasonic
More
thrust!
attacking,
Dragon swarm!
Sleep now!
This should do
I'll
it!
be saving this one! More attacking!
It's on!
Here's the evil! Gale Force! Lightning Condemned!
Take this!
Freeze Blade! Thunder Blade!
I have no
Sky is
limit!
mine!
You're mine! You're finished!
Lightning Condemned!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from death to death!
My turn! Ha! Not today!
Resuscitation! Here's his Lightning Condemned!
Over?
Thunder Blade! Here, let me help!
Shell!
First aid! Thank you! Dance in the wind! Photon Blade! This one's mine!
This should do it!
Here's a healing arc!
Here I come!
Thunder
Not my finest! Try harder! My turn! No escape! Take this!
I'll bring
It's
you
over.
back from death to bit! Raging Storm!
Megasonic thrust!
Here's a healing arc!
I owe you one! They'll pay for that!
Raging Storm! Annihilate! Annihilation!
Dragon swarm!
Burning Strike! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almeidrea got away. Linwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almeidrea's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almeidrea makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almeidrea, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almadria's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almadria has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almadria without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there. A floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing. But now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I still can't believe what that Almadria did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almadria who did it. I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Dahnan?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Ah.
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
In here!
Take this!
I'm here!
You're finished! No further!
Anything in
Come on! You're finished!
More where that came Do it!
Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'll heal you all!
Non-care! No escape! Grace! Next!
I'll smash you!
Now!
Healing
Here I
energy!
go!
Hey,
You're
look!
finished! This one's
Can
all
this
mine!
go?
Sonic Thrust!
Here's the ball!
Too fast!
Stand back.
Burning strike!
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
Out of our way!
Take this!
You're finished!
Radiant
You're
Spear!
up!
I can handle it! The wind! Radiant Fire!
Megasonic Thrust! Burn! Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the wind!
You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman
You're
handle
mine!
it!
All yours!
Radiant
Take
Spear!
this! My turn!
I never miss!
Luna Rondo! Go
Now!
die!
Radiant Frozen
Hammer!
I've been doing really great lately.
Get lost!
Take this! It's over!
Astral energy! Freeze
Take
laser!
this!
Take this!
Dragon Swarm!
Raging Cascade!
Here!
Searing Tempest!
This one's all mine!
Do it!
Sonic
Lock!
Thrust!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! Now! Take this!
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Lightning
No
Spear!
escape!
Pierce evil!
No escape!
Thunderblade!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze laser!
Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I've used a bit too much healing.
No backing down!
I'm not done! You picked the rubber you
Here!
Dragon Swarm!
Eagle!
Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm!
It's mine! In here!
Pass through!
Lightning!
Dragon Swarm!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Let's dispose of the trash.
You're finished!
On my watch!
Here!
Flame of Fury!
Dragon Swarm!
Raging Storm!
Here I come! It's over!
Flying freak!
What can we
Take
get in the
My
wind?
turn! Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Eat this! Talon Hurricane!
You're on! Dragon Swarm!
In here!
Ignite! Dragon Swarm!
We managed to pull through.
You guys want to rest here? I hope we manage to catch Almeidrea soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle. I don't know what to do.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Good night. Another day, another Gald.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry. Damn! So we missed her! You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
So good. You all right?
The floor... it keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings...
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us, but nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shionne.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... Especially you, Alvin.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Xion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidrea plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Bring him down!
Hear my call!
I'm on his game!
Fled!
Here I come! No escape!
Where are you going?
Dragon Swarm!
I'll
punch that gun out of your hand! Dragon Swarm!
Now you see what I can do!
Release! Fire support!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Here!
Do it! Here comes! Raging Cascade! Water!
Watch your
Mission! My astral energy! Into the shadow!
A comfortable win.
Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come! Dragon Pistol! Here! Fire support!
You'll have no mercy!
You got the wrong one! Dragon Shadow! It's over!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open! Be my guest! Megasonic Thrust!
Here! Raging Storm!
You're finished! Shattering pieces! Attack time!
Do it! Air thrust! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Don't get complacent.
Got it! Let the marksman handle this!
Take this!
Graviton Field! Dragon
You're mine!
Ready! Do it!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning! Flash! Where are you going?
Sonic Thrust!
To the wind!
Dragon Swarm!
Field! I'll be saving you!
Here I come!
Water! Hear my call!
Dragon Swarm!
Easy and smelling to me.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
No choice! Engaging! It's over! Take this! You're finished!
Raging Cascade!
Megasonic
Not
Thrust!
on my watch!
You think that shield will save you?
Do it! Remember!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! No!
Throbs in pain.
We're not finished! Mission! Strike! Armor won't save you!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I need to be stronger.
We seem to have come across some...
Oh, man. I hope I live long enough to regret this. Megasonic thrust! No shield can stand a beat! It's over! We're not finished!
I never miss!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Hey! Blow them away!
Water! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Dragon Swarm! Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
There's always room for improvement.
Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come! I'm on it! I can carve through Dragon Swarm!
Freeze laser!
Megasonic thrust! I'm on Dragon Swarm! I won't show you any mercy! Not today!
Kisara frozen!
Hammer! Now! Here I come!
Air thrust!
Dragon Swarm!
Light astral dance in the wind! Radiant
Dragon Swarm! You're done! All fit! Here and now! Do it! You're mine!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Nicely done. I won't forgive you!
Here I come! It's over! Megasonic thrust! Dragon Swarm! Take out their defenses!
Go for it!
Prepare the crumble!
Lightning
Not a
and
chance! I'm just getting started! It's over!
Radiant here!
Pierce!
I'm out of
Blow
ammo!
away! Dragon
Blazing
Swarm!
cascade!
I can carve through one! Like steel!
Do it!
Finish!
Air thrust!
Don't get complacent.
Right, here goes! Got you now! Not today!
Glimmer Dragon! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Now really don't give up! Get toasty!
Bird strike! Not a chance! It's over! Roll now! Dragon Swarm! Pierce through! Dragon Swarm! Pierce!
Water! Here I come!
Carve through armor! Here I come! You're finished! You're mine! You're finished! This one's all mine! Megasonic thrust! Pierce through! Dragon Swarm! Eat this! You won't make a fool of me! It's over!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclops!
Looks like we got them all.
I think I'll try to make that new recipe with this.
All right, but I'll decide how spicy it is.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from. This is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
freeze. Get in, get out.
Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Now, get toasty!
Burn strike!
Not a chance!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you, truly.
Pierce through! Dragon Swarm!
Let the marksman handle this.
Astral Arts?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Looks like we got them all.
Get lost!
Now you'll learn! Here I come!
You'll pay for what you did! Now, Dolan! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash.
Not a chance!
Tear you apart! Now I'm in the
Where are you going?
Dragon
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Here's a healing arc. First aid!
I owe you one! You're mine! You're finished!
More for the stockpile!
I can carve through one!
Healing
Here I come! Pierce! Dragon! This one's all mine! Here I come! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! You're finished! Pierce through! Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
Thanks! Take this! Now! You're mine!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Try harder! Not a chance! First strike! I'm not done!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm! Sonic Thrust!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
You'll pay for that!
I'm just getting started.
Sleep now.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
I've been doing really great lately.
Further!
You're mine! It's over! Eat this! You picked the wrong fight!
I really owe you one.
Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Thrust!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Not a chance! Lewis! First strike! Take this!
You require a hand.
Eagle Fly! Sonic Thrust! Dragon
Let the
Swarm!
marksman handle this.
Glimmer Dragon!
Now!
Dueling! In an instant! Impact Frost! Now! You're mine! Dragon Dash! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Eagle Assault!
We managed to pull through.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep.
Gotta break through! The rebels! Stop now!
I never miss!
You're mine!
Lightning orb!
It's over!
I'll take my revenge on you!
Save you!
My shield!
Do it!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
No! You're mine! It's over! Lunarongo! Stardust!
Glacial Spear!
Lunarongo! Do it like that! You're on!
In here!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll be
Dragon
saving
Form!
Hexagon next!
Strike!
Eagle Prime!
You're mine! It's over!
Can't be squirrel! Hocus work!
Leave the torches to me!
Annihilation! Mega Ray! Lightning Orb!
Smash you!
Photon Raging Cascade!
Megasonic Blast!
I never miss!
Take this!
Demons Descent! Flashing Fang!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
I can feel my power growing!
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidria.
Right, here goes! I see what Dragon Swarm! I'm going in! It's almost too strong! Be my guest!
With its tail!
Ignite! Dragon Swarm! It's up! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What's this thing?
No choice! Now you'll learn!
Shatter you in an instant! Impact block! Take this!
Dance in the wind!
Lunar Rondo!
Here!
Mirage!
More for the
Hurricane! You're finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. No choice.
I'll smash you!
My shield! Megasonic Rock! Dragon Phoenix!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a
Primed
chance!
and ready!
You're finished! Pierce through! Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Strike!
I'm on a roll now! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
That equipment should come in handy. Dispose of the trash.
Where are you going?
Tectonic punch! You picked the wrong fight!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Armor won't save you!
My Kiara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
My turn!
The enemy wields arts too.
Nothing see about that.
Eagle Assault!
Too much to handle.
Eagle Fly!
Dragon
Get out of this!
It's over! This one's all mine! Not today! You won't make a fool of me!
It's weakened. Now. Astral energy.
Say no more!
I'm ready for the next battle.
No backing down!
You're mine!
I can carve through all!
My team are mine!
Lightning
It's
Orb.
over!
Raging Cascade. Shadow. Field.
Dragon Floor! We're not finished! Dragon Floor!
Fine freaks! Can they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Frickin' does it! I really owe you one. Alan Sword! An Astral Arts?
That's my cue.
Cut him down!
Lightning Orb.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Right, here goes!
Glacial Fire! Pierce the Eagle! This one's mine!
You're mine! You're finished!
Lightning Orb. Raging Cascade.
Megasonic!
Take this!
Pierce through! Dragon Floor!
Armor won't save you!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
A comfortable win.
Gotta break through! Bring him down! I'm not done! Crumble! It's over!
It's over! Hurricane! You picked the wrong fight! Lightning Storm! Kisara frozen!
Hammer! A comfortable...
And thus our strength yet grows.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Water, hear my call!
Ha! Ignite!
Do it!
Don't leave! Take! Blow them away!
Don't push yourself too hard.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Now you'll learn!
Here.
I'll smash you! My shield!
Roll him down!
Just do it!
Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
Come on!
It's over!
Pierce! First strike!
Annihilation!
You're mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Everyone hanging in there?
Gotta break through!
Water! Here, this one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt! I never fit!
Get a word! Watch this!
Try harder!
Here goes!
Take this! Strike!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Lord of the Stockpile! Freeze Berserker!
Swallow Dance! Dragon Swarm!
Your armor won't save you! But if you hear it now!
Will this help?
Here I come!
It's weakened!
Swallow Dance!
wields arts too.
And you'll soon see about that!
Sonic Thrust! Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm!
You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done that.
This one's all mine!
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
Here I come!
Wind Astral Energy!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Swallow dance!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
No choice! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Evil Drive! Freeze Laser!
You're mine!
It's almost too strong.
Spread it on! Be like it!
Where are you going?
It's over! Megasonic Thrust!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
No! Take this!
Dragon
Dragon Swarm! Here, it's on! Dragon Swarm!
We managed to pull through.
What's this thing?
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidria.
There she is! Almeidria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something. I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dahnan Witch.
Almeidria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Miennes. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock.
I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Light absolutely!
Lunar
Where did that came from? In here! Mega Ray! I'll be saving this one!
Here I come!
Photon Flame! Flame over there!
Eagle Fly! Lunar Rondo!
Confiscate! Green Blazer! Gale Force!
You're mine!
Radiant Fire! Here!
This is looking good!
I never miss! Raging Cascade!
Dragon
Seal! I'll be right there!
I owe you one!
I'll finish it here and now!
Thunder Field! On the First aid!
Try harder! This one's all mine!
Eagle Fly! I'll be saving this one! Will this help?
Lunar Rondo! Here I come! You're finished!
Air thrust! Light astral energy! Fury! Burning strike! Hear my call! Rolling snap! This blood! Here! Primal fury! Burning astral energy! Will this help? Healing strike! Hit! Take that! Bullseye!
It's over!
Photon Flash! Raging Cascade! Seal!
Swallow dance!
Will this help? Healing circle! Dance in the wind!
Lunar Rondo! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Excited! I'm only getting started! This one's mine!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Try harder! Now you'll pay for that! Try harder! Not a chance!
More where that came from!
Take this!
This one's mine! Photon Flash!
Eat this!
Brimming with
Dance in the
hatred.
wind!
Lunar Rondo!
Air thrust! Healing circle! Thunder field!
You're finished!
Dance in the wind! Radiant air!
Here I come! It's
Beyond your dreams! Hey, that...
Lunar Rondo!
Lightning supernova!
Double dance!
Steering flag! Ready to go! Sleep now!
You're mine!
I'll be saving
You're
this
finished!
one!
Eagle Assault! Now I'm in the groove!
Sonic Rush!
Field! Here's a raging radiant! Here! Field! Water! Burning wall! This one!
Lunar Rondo!
Fury! Burning
Try harder! Not a chance!
Laser spear! Eagle fly!
You're mine!
Wind blazer! Hurricane!
Eagle Fly!
Thank you.
Now, do it while it's reeling!
Take it down! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Lightning orb! Reload!
Dragon Sword!
They're attacking
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Eat this!
I'll be safe!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away!
Hey, that's interesting!
You will suffer!
Armor won't save you! Pierce through!
Wits about you, people! The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, you're mine!
Only I'd been more careful. Anything in armor is all mine!
Here I come! Try harder! Now! Here I come!
I can carve through armor!
And more of this and I'll burn out!
You're done!
I owe you one!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
There!
Radiant
You're mine! It's over!
Here's the healing arm!
Awesome!
I'm on it!
You're mine! Try harder! My turn!
Try and run!
Where are you going?
Try harder!
I've let you all down.
Here I come! It's over!
Bring you back from death. Lightning condemned!
There!
Thunder!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Here's a healing arm!
No escape! Dragon form!
Here goes!
Here! This one's all mine! It's too much! Try harder! Not a chance!
Here's a healing arm!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll heal you all! Breaking sword!
You will
suffer!
Can't move! Not done yet! Take this! It's over!
It's go time!
I'll heal you all!
Behold, my true power! Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't! Not in your dreams!
Now I'm in the groove!
Armor
Armor won't save you!
Dragon form!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
Escape! Dragon form! Here! Dragon form!
Where are you going? Seal! Here's a healing arm! I'll be saving this!
Dragon form!
First aid! Thank you.
You will suffer!
Gemini Aqua!
Here I come!
Power of water!
Eagle Bomb!
Talon Storm!
Behold, my true
Here
power!
I'll end you! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again! Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganath Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Leori. Shion. Damn it. Take this! Eat dirt! Take this! It's over! Dragon Swarm! Take this! Pierce through! Dragon Swarm!
Swarm! Pierce through! Hut! 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 Take this! Hut! Dragon Swarm! Hut! Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Hut! Hut! Dragon Swarm! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! Take this! It's over! Sonic Thrust! Try harder! You're mine! It's over! Pierce! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! You're finished! Dragon Swarm! Try harder! My turn! Strike! Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm! Ah!
Alvin?
Frinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Frinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
Discourteous, aren't you? Can't get out of this!
Not in your dreams!
Benediction.
Raging Storm!
I'm not
Know
done!
where that came from?
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning of Raging Cascade!
It's on! Eat dirt!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Try hard! My turn!
Light astral
Strike!
energy!
Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm!
Photon blast! Illuminate the
I need
Come forth,
something.
holy gl- You need to be healed.
The mighty have fallen.
Astral Arts?
That's my cue.
Dragon Swarm! Shut him down! Pierce through!
Lightning Art sealed!
No escape!
Illuminate magic
Dragon
command.
Swarm!
Holy
Megasonic
Red on my
Thrust!
watch!
Benediction light.
You're mine!
Thunderblade!
You're finished!
Too much to handle? Illuminate the dark! Magic is there!
Here I come!
Holy land!
It's over! Dragon Swarm! Here! Dragon Swarm!
With astral energy! Raging cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
Blah blah blah! Dash to air thrust!
I'm ready! Dodging! In an instant! Impact block!
Looks like we won.
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home? committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.